with files that are embedded in documents that your teacher has, or embedded in slides, excuse me, that your teacher has made a copy for you to access in your Google Drive. So with my UCA practice student, I'm going to click on Film Studies and I'm going to go to Classwork. And for week 3, my teacher, as UCA student, has given me an assignment with a PowerPoint here. So I'm going to click View Assignment, and notice in the Your Work box, there's a copy for me. So I'm going to open that. And the drop-down menu says Open with Google Slides, so I'm going to click Google Slides. Since my Chromebook doesn't have PowerPoint, it only views PowerPoints, and I'm going to wait for it to open. And you'll notice that on this particular slide, there's a call-out box that says type your answer to the questions in the white box. So you would click and then just type your answer, right? Okay. The next thing I want to show you is that in this particular slide, there's an arrow that says click the link to answer the question. So you're going to click on that link, and look, you get another little bubble pop up, and you're going to click on that link. And it's going to open the document that your teacher has embedded for you to complete. So once the document opens, you will see a little bubble pop up in the top that says Request Edit Access, because you have a view-only access to this document, which means you can't type into it. It will not save your information. Oops, hold on, let me go back into my UCA student so you can see that box. So here's the Request Edit Access. You do not want to click this Request Edit Access bubble. You will not be given access to this document because it's a master document. You want your own document. So you're going to click File right here in the upper left-hand corner and click Make a Copy. And the best thing that you can do is type your name. So I'm going to type UCA student. That's the first and last name for this. And then you're gonna, I would recommend that you create a folder where you can save your information. So click, this is Film Studies class, so I'm going to type Film Studies. And I'm going to put a check in the box, and I'm going to select. And it's going to automatically save this quick write into Film Studies. And I'm going to click OK. And now I'm going to get my own copy of this document that I can type into. So once the document loads, you notice there's some information here that your teacher wants you to pay attention to, and then there's some information here and a question. And the directions, think about points 1, 2, and 3. What do you think all this means? Just write. There are no wrong answers here. So we're just going to type our answer, right? And it's saved. Now, let's go back to your assignment. If you turn in your assignment now, the text box that you typed into for this slide will show saved. However, this document that you typed into will not be added. You actually have to click Add or Create, click on your Google Drive, and remember how I told you to use that folder? You can search by folder, but luckily Google knows that you just worked on something. So look at here, UCA student, this is your document because you put your name there. You're going to click on that and you'll insert it. And once the little progression bar stops dinging or blinging, you click Turn In, and it'll show you that the PowerPoint that you were asked to type into is going to be turned in, as well as the document you were asked to access and type into. So then you would go ahead and click Turn In, and then your box will show you that you've turned that in. That is how you're going to quickly access, save your work if it's a document that has been embedded into a Google Slides